On our morning show today, it's a pleasure to talk about all the great things going on in the Richland School District, kind of behind the scenes and some things where we're getting right down to the wire with some of the end of the year things. Joining us in the studio, Marketing and Communications Director Cari Stoltz, and also Richland Center Senior Lily Parker joining us. So we have some great things to talk about today. Good morning again, Cari.
Good morning, Phil.
Good to have you in here today.
Thanks. It's always nice to be here.
You were going over the list of things we could talk about, and your head was almost spinning around here.
It's so many. I mean, it's all just amazing, great things. And I was here last year for just the very, very end of all of this. And so, this year is just, it's great. It's all this super great stuff, but it is packed into the end of the year, and we're getting down to the wire. I mean, June 4th is the last day, and seniors are out even before that. Yeah. So we're down to the wire, but it's all great stuff.
Have you got the days marked, Lily?
I'm kind of holding off. Like every single day, the teacher's like, "How many days, seniors? How many days?" And no one knows because we're trying not to count. Except there's a few people trying to sneak out early.
Sure. So are you going to pass this year then?
Well, I sure hope so. Chemistry is kicking my butt right now, so hopefully I'm good there.
I was just kidding. I know you're doing well. Appreciate you coming into the studios today. Well, some of the things, we want to talk about at the end of the year, you're getting down there for awards nights and scholarship nights. Can you talk about those, Cari?
Yeah, graduation, especially with Lily here, there are a lot of dates coming up, and actually baccalaureate is this weekend, so it's May 18th at 7:30. And then I think the non-monetary awards are during the day for the seniors, and those are May 23rd. And then we have monetary awards May 28th at 6:30. So I know that will a lot of people from the community have monetary awards that they're handing out that night. Walkthrough for the seniors is actually May 30th. So if you are downtown or happen to be or in the area, they walk along Seminary and Union, Court, Church. And then back, they started the Nazarene Outreach Center. So it's kind of a cool little tradition procession to see the seniors coming through. And then we have graduation on June 1st at 2 o'clock at the field house. So hopefully the weather is fantastic and gorgeous for all of it. And we will see our seniors in their cap and gowns and send off the class of 2025.
Knock on wood.
I know, right? Come on, Mother Nature.
Yes. You have an event going on tonight representing the art projects,
We
right?
do, yeah. The halls of the high school are very, very colorful right now. The library specifically has these flower things kind of all over the windows. I don't know what grade made those. And then there's, I think there's some self-portraits and there's some handprints, and the high schoolers have, there's some talent in there. I had an art degree from college, and there's no way I could do any of the stuff that they're doing. But yeah, that's tonight from 3:30 to 7. Mr. Rogers really does a great job with his crew, and I think they're going to do some chalk stuff and some face painting and have some food, and it should be a really great night. So if you have kids in the district at all, they probably have artwork displayed in the hallways, and would love for you to come see it and experience it. And it is colorful, to say the least, down there. So it's been a joy to walk through the hallways the last couple of days. And I swear, every time I pass by, I'm like, "Ooh, that one's cool." And then I'll pass by again. I'm like, "Ooh, that one looks good." And things I just haven't even seen before. So there's some close-ups of flowers that look really cool. And the kids do great work. It's really impressive. And then you look at the tag and you're like, "Oh my gosh, that's a third grader."
Yeah, I hear you. But you have the art background, and what it means and how important art is.
It is, and it takes a long time to produce sometimes, and people don't really know the work that goes into it. And it is something, the kids are so proud of it, and to see their faces light up when somebody says, "Oh, that one's neat," and even an outsider, I see the high schoolers looking at some of this third grade art, and they just, wow, it's impressive that they can do that. And to see the progression of, the hallways have the younger kids, and then you go to the vestibule, and it's got the high schoolers' artwork, and just it is wow. It is just wow. You have to see these things. So they're fantastic. So if you have a chance tonight, 3:30 to 7 at the high school, it'll be open. And Vanessa's down at the primary school too. I saw her putting up pins and everything, pinning stuff up. So it's a really neat time for everybody.
Lily, you were here. Were you here for homecoming on a program? Yeah. Boy, that seems like only yesterday, wasn't it?
I know. This year's been so fast.
Yeah. Crazy how the time flies.
I know.
But let's talk about some of the end of the year things you're involved in.
Yeah. So for student council, it's been a great year. Homecoming, we did so much work, and then we were kind of falling into like a reconstruction of the council, just because the past 2 years we've just kind of been building it up to what it used to be. And so this Saturday night we have a period project movie night, which the period project we've been doing the past 2 years, and it's just supplying the women's bathroom with feminine hygiene products. And it takes a lot of funding to just sustain that supply that we need. And so we're just asking for donations at the ticket booth. The movie night's at Starlight 14. Gates open at 5:30, and we're going to have some yard games, just like some beanbag games, and we're going to be selling cotton candy. There's a lot of good things that we're trying to pack into that little time before the movie. But tickets are $5 if you bring a donation of a feminine hygiene product. So it's going to be a great night. Hopefully we have a really good turnout. It's going to be a little chilly, but I don't think it'll stop people from coming. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I first heard about the period project, and I was standing with a group of women, and they all agreed. They're like, we wish that there would have been something like this
Yes.
when we were in high school.
Yes.
Have you had that kind of feeling?
Well, yeah, and so many schools around us do this. And so we were kind of seeing that about 2 years ago when we started it, just being like, well, how can these schools do it? And like, we obviously, the school supplies stuff in it, but it's like a quarter or something. And not many people carry around just loose change all day. So we just tried to start this project, and we didn't really have a budget for it. So we bought a supply, ran out of it really, really quickly, and then just the past 2 years trying to build up this project so it's something that will never go away. It's been really like fulfilling for the council, and it's sort of a smaller project that we're kind of doing on the side besides like our big community stuff that student council is doing. But to have this in the school, knowing that student council is providing it, it's really, really cool. But yeah, the really keeping that supply is tough. We've run into some problems with it this year, so that's just why we reached out for donations to businesses around town, and hopefully this kind of opens the gate to more donations because more people will know about it.
Yeah.
So.
Getting it out there and getting it
Yes.
known. I think the business community responded pretty well to you, didn't they?
Yeah. We had so many. We were so grateful for what we got, and obviously we were hoping for a little bit more, but you have to start somewhere. So, and I think the girls who are running it are doing a great job. So they kind of got pushed onto it this year because last year it started with a group of seniors. They graduated, and then we kind of fell into a place where we didn't know where to continue it. Now that the school year's coming to a close, we've gotten it built up. They're juniors who are running it, so they'll be good for next year. And it's just a great project that we've built up. So
part of the legacy of the class of 2025, I think that's, when you're old and 5-year class reunion, you can say, yeah, I was in a group that started that, right?
And hopefully it is continued. There shouldn't be any problem with it stopping, but I don't know. It's just a really cool thing that we've done, and to be able to do it again this year, trying to figure out how we can do it better. It's just being like the president of student council. It feels great that we can do it. So
the big event is tomorrow night at the drive-in.
Yes.
And it sounds like a really good deal to go to the movie tomorrow night.
Yes, and it's Mufasa, and then Thunderbolts is the later movie. So come with everyone because it's gonna be a great night. We're selling some like Hornet T-shirts and some like glow sticks that we have from homecoming stuff. So there's going to be more than just the movie for everyone.
Awesome. It should be fun. It
Yeah.
may need to bundle up a little bit.
Yes.
It's going to be a little cooler tomorrow, but
hopefully the rain stays away. Any other thing, just we keep it a good night.
yes. And it's kind of a year-end celebration,
It is.
unofficial for the seniors, right?
And we wanted it to be this huge community event. We're kind of staying away as a fundraiser just to make sure that we can get as many people in as are possible. So, and hopefully this Saturday night isn't too busy for everyone. And we kind of picked that. We were going to do it a little bit later, but we wanted to fit it in before the end of the school year. So I think we did a good job. Posters have been up around school the past 2 weeks, and they're bright pink, so hopefully it caught people's attentions. Yeah.
Cari, I know we want to talk a little bit about some of the summer things coming up. It's that time to start already thinking about summer school.
I know. We talk about like the end of the year, and yet here we are talking about summer stuff. Yeah, so it's right around the corner. There's plenty to gear up for the end of the year, but also plenty to gear up for summer. Summer school will be again at Richland Center High School, and I think the primary school kiddos running through July. There's 2 sessions, so July 7th through the 17th, and then July 28th through August 7th. And it's Monday through Thursday. And we will be looking for volunteers as well from the middle school and high school kids. So if you have somebody who's maybe even looking at education and would maybe want to volunteer their time to do that, it's a big commitment from 8 to 11:30. But we will always be taking volunteers who are committed to that and can do that. And so I'm looking forward to having the kiddos in school a little bit too. Along with that, we are also trying to get our kiddos to use a little less technology this summer. Not none, but just a little less. So we're working on a screen-less summer initiative. So especially at the primary school and intermediate school, we'll be handing out some bingo cards that the kids can use to check off some of the like activities they can do this summer that don't include a screen. Things like stargazing or packing a picnic, just ideas for families and for our kiddos to get outside and do a little more that doesn't involve a screen. Screens are great. We all use them every day, but with a lot of extra time this summer, just making sure that our kids are getting kind of the old school enrichment from books and sunshine and things like that, and just aren't staying glued to those screens quite as much as we know they are. So that'll be an initiative kind of going out this summer right at the end of the year. And then like end of the year stuff too, like last day of school is going to be a normal day. Again, that is June 4th. And then the little guys have 4K grad. So we have an older grad here, but the little grad. So that's June 3 and 4, depending on what days they're at school. And then primary school, I know, is having an end of the school picnic on the 4th for the last day. Their field day is coming up. I think that's the Monday before. So a lot of fun stuff going on for those littler grades too. And along with that, and this summer, again, we have summer food pickups. The registration is already online. So if anyone checks out the Facebook page or goes online under the food service department, you can find the sign up for that. We have a goal. We were super close last year. Didn't quite make it though. We would like to serve 100,000 meals. So if
that's amazing.
It is a lot. We were, I think Jody said we were at like 94,000 last year. So like a few more families. If anybody 0 to 18 qualifies for free meals from the school all summer. Service, you pick up on Thursdays from 11 to 4 at the high school. So we have some of the food service gals who work over the summer and get everything packaged up and ready to go. And Thursdays are great days at the high school. The food service gals, I know they love to see the kids come and pick up their supplies, and really is a goal of feeding our kids and feeding our kids well all summer. And you do not need to qualify or anything like that. It's open to everyone in the district. Again, your kids don't even have to go to school at the district. As long as you live in the Richland School District or are open enrolled into it, you qualify 0 to 18. So you can even have little ones at home and get some goodies for them too. I know my kids love some of the like prepackaged stuff. The Fruitals, I think it is.
Oh, yeah.
So there's definitely some there's some things I wouldn't normally buy that are in there that were a nice little treat for them over the summer. But yes, please take advantage of that program. We want all of our kids to have food at home, and parents to have just one less thing to worry about over the summer. So make sure you get signed up for that, registered. You have to register by June, I want to say 2nd, for the first pickup on June 12th. So and then it'll end August 14th. So it goes all through the summer. So So that is coming up too.
Will there be some virtual learning opportunities this summer as well?
Not like directly, although great segue, Phil. We are Monday night. We are having a meeting that will talk about our new virtual education program that's starting next year.
Okay.
So we've had the Richland Online Academy, which some kids have taken advantage of. That program was very limited, and some people had success in it, but it wasn't really the program we were looking for. We have revamped and, just really taken a dive into virtual education. It was a necessity with COVID, and then, it really, really worked for a lot of families. And so are trying to make that as easy as possible for families to utilize a virtual curriculum and also take advantage of some of the great things from the district. So virtual kids are often open enrolling out to like statewide or national programs. Sometimes those require them to open enroll to those districts and then not be able to be enrolled in their home district. This should enable those kiddos to be enrolled in their home district and then also take advantage of some of the other stuff we offer. So they can take a couple classes if they want to do like an AP class or do band or choir. Also participate in the sports teams that we have. So really hoping that the HIVE program, so it stands for Home-Based Instructor Facilitated Virtual Education, which we always love all the hive mnemonics we can get, but really should be a great program for anybody who's looking for a virtual option for their kiddos. So that meeting is happening Monday night at 5:30. And then we also are inviting anyone who comes to stick around because the choir concert is that night with our middle schoolers starting at 6:30 and the high schoolers are at 7:30. So come find out some more about the virtual program if you have those ideas or that works for your family. And then we will invite you to stick around and listen to our great choirs.
That should be awesome. Are you in the choir, Lily?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that last concert?
Yes, it's going to be bittersweet for sure. The songs that we're doing, we had contests just last weekend. And so we've kind of had like the performance already, but now to do it in front of parents and other family, it's going to be great. It's going to be really sad that it's the last one, but it's going to be a good end, because that's our last week, or our last full week at least. So
It's been a good year with the choir.
It has. And I know they're like next year, they're taking the choir trip. They're changing it from DC to New York. And I'm a little bit jealous that I can't go to New York because they're going to some like awesome Broadway shows. And I am a little jealous, but I'll hold back because I had a great time in DC. But I know Miss Niemeyer she's doing a great job in the music program, and it just keeps getting better and better. So
you'll be old enough to be a chaperone. Maybe you can.
Well, I know, and we asked her that, and she said, once you guys go to college, I'm not sure you're gonna want to come back and go to the choir trip. I would.
Yeah.
For the shows that they're going to, I would.
Yeah.
But
might be worth it.
I know. But
can you go over some of the last things, the seniors, some dates that you've got coming up here in the next couple of weeks?
So again, Baccalaureate is just this Sunday night at 7:30. I've heard some of the speeches that my classmates are saying, and it's such a fulfilling program there. Just being there to hear people, not being there for the money or anything. It's just amazing hearing everyone's experiences in that way. And then next Friday, we go to non-monetary awards, which is for everyone, but it really is based on the seniors. And that whole week next week, seniors are having dress days that hopefully follow through with everyone. We've been trying to get it out to everyone, but there's kind of just a blockage in communication, getting it to the people who may have graduated early but want to be in the school next week. Or they're just like, they have work release, but they still want to be in the school. So we'll see how that goes next week. But
can you go over the days? Like what are you dressing up each day, Lily?
So Monday is Mini Me Monday, and so we're dressing as we did when we were younger. And then it's also anything but a backpack. So I don't know how people are gonna go with that, but we'll see. It's just like you bring something that's not a backpack to carry your schoolwork. Oh. We haven't successfully done it in the past 2 years that we've tried. So, but I think everyone's excited about it. We we didn't really have like a voting based on our whole class. It was kind of our executive board who did this. But obviously, we've been taking feedback on these days. So hopefully that goes good. But then Tuesday is Too Soon Tuesday. And so it's like college T-shirts, or wherever you're headed to next year. If you're going into the workforce, wear your work T-shirt. It's just to get everyone involved, happy for the end, and just have the class together. I don't know if it'll work, but it's an attempt. And then Wednesday is like wear something that you wouldn't typically wear. So I'm planning on wearing my prom dress on Wednesday. And I know people are buying like inflatable costumes. It's gonna be a weird week next week. But again, hopefully it goes good. Thursday, I can't remember what Thursday is. I plan these days and I can't remember what Thursday is. But Friday is then Hornet. Just wear Hornet apparel. So, and then we're gonna have like our senior sunset Friday night as well, where we're gonna have like a little cookout on the in the parking lot. Hopefully, the whole class comes just to kind of have a closing of that final week, and then the next week is gonna be even busier. We turn our Chromebooks in on Monday, so I'm not sure what the teachers are gonna do with the seniors, but. Again, it's kind of everyone's last final week too, so it'll be fun. But then Wednesday is our very last full day. Thursday we have a class trip. We're going to Governor Dodge. We're gonna have a little cookout again. Then Friday's our walkthrough for town and then the other schools.
It's getting right down there.
I know. It's busy, and I feel like I'm going to forget everything with people's graduation parties mixed in with the next 2 weeks. I know there's already a graduation party tomorrow that it really is coming up, and I don't think I'm in that mindset yet.
It's hitting home.
But I'll get there. Yeah. I'll get there.
I probably asked you before, Lily, but where are you headed next year?
I'm headed to Whitewater to major in marketing.
Wonderful.
So my sister goes there. It'll be her last year. She's going into education. So I'm glad that I have her there. My roommate, she's going to be amazing. She's from Barneveld. So I already have a good connection with her, and we're going to be involved in everything. That's what we told each other, that we don't really want to be in our dorms. We want to involve ourselves in as much as we can, and just to have that new school environment that we haven't known in our lives yet. So
good attitude.
It's going to be just a crazy summer, crazy change, but it'll all be good.
Yes, it will. Yeah. Anything else you want to add today, Cari?
I think we're going to be really sad to see this class go, but I'm trying to enjoy the last few weeks we get with them. And again, thank you to the community for all the scholarships that they've sponsored, all the support they've given to the class of 2025 and all of our students over this past year and past years. So it really is fantastic to see the support from pre-K all the way through the seniors. And if they have an opportunity to come out for walkthrough or come to graduation or come to the monetary awards, especially, there's always some really great touching stories of like why people are giving scholarships and that kind of stuff that come out of that. So if you want to see some of the best in your community, try and get to a graduation event. The class of 2025 will be missed for sure. We're sad to see them go, but really excited to see all the great things that they're going to have going on in their lives. And summer doesn't stop the learning, so for the class of 2025 or others. So if you have kiddos at home, be ready. They're coming. All the reading we can do, all the math you can integrate into your daily life for those littles, like counting or baking or anything that you can do to make sure those skills stay a little bit sharp while also enjoying a well-deserved break from the school year.
Screen less summer. Screen
less summer.
Right.
So yes, that'll be great. And yeah, just encouraging our kids to get outside, be kids, try and get to the pool or the splash pad, enjoy some ice cream or popsicle.
Right.
Have a great summer, and we will see everyone back for the 25-26 school year.
Gee, yeah, it doesn't seem possible.
It doesn't.
I think the class of 26 has a hard act to follow. It's been great getting to know
That's
members of
what
your
I'm
class.
thinking.
Yeah. But I mean, you've got some outstanding class members. Pretty close class,
Yes.
is it, Lily?
Yeah, and we're like our whole class is involved in so much with sports and the music programs and the art program. We have a lot of people, and I know that the classes are getting a little smaller. The involvement is going down, but I just want everyone to be as involved as they can, because so many people, even though I go to school with the same people every single day, just having conversations with other people in other groups it's amazing. And some of my closest friendships have been because of that. And I don't know, I've worked so hard the past 4 years to be as involved as I could, and I just hope that other people go and do that too, because the high school has so much to offer. And I don't know, I'm gonna miss it a lot, but it's okay. It's time to move on and do something new. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Move on. Circle of life, I guess, right?
Yes.
Thanks for coming in. Good luck the next couple of weeks
Thank
here.
you.
Graduation.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Lily Parker joining us. Cari Stoltz, thanks for coming in. We'll see you in the month of June then, right?
Well, yeah, we'll be talking more about summer and summer initiatives and keeping those kids in school and school. We'll probably be talking about getting back to school at that point, if you can imagine.
Oh, my.
I know, right? I'm sorry, kids. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thanks so much.
Yep, you bet. Marketing and Communications Director Cari Stoltz and Richland Center Senior Lily Parker joining us on The Morning Show.